Hey, what's up guys? It's JM Sniper, leader of the Chicken Dinner Mafia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are kicking off a new series called Noob Academy. It's going to be for all the newcomers to PUBG Mobile, and today we're going to be going over the home screen, navigating the home screen, and going through a lot of different things. I know this is going to help you, so sit back, relax. You're now tuned in to Tactical Rain Gaming.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, well, welcome to my home screen. It's definitely going to look a lot different than yours. I thought about going back and making another account just to kind of walk through the beginning processes with you, but I also then had the thought, well, maybe you just kind of need to see what it looks like when you already have some stuff, because eventually this is what you're going to want to get to. And then, of course, when we go around through the tabs, it's a lot easier to kind of explain if there's some things in there. Of course, yours is going to look a lot different. You're either going to be a man or a woman, and you're going to be standing there in your underwear. So now, eventually, you will get some clothes, and I'll show you how to get some with some battle points, and we'll talk about that as we go through. And eventually, you'll be able to clothe your little human there and be ready for battle. Now, of course, even though you are in your underwear, you still can shoot people in the face and get chicken dinner, so that is important to note. You do not have to have clothes to play this game, but, you know, it's definitely advisable to have some. You definitely need some clothes.
You will wear a jacket, shirt, and tie. If you don't have one, buy one. Can't afford one, then borrow one from your old man. If you don't have an old man, then find a drunk, trade him for his. Because I can guarantee you there isn't a bum on the street that looks as raggedy and ridiculous as what I'm looking at right now.
All right, we're going to start off in the upper right-hand corner, and we're just going to go around clockwise around the home screen here. And as you'll see, there's like little dollar bills there. I have 1,393. This is the UC, or unknown cash. This is the in-game currency. This is what you can use in the game to purchase crates, things of that nature. You do have to spend real money to get in-game money, and if you'll hit the plus sign, you'll see the packages that they have there for you to purchase the in-game currency. Alright, going to the right of that, there's like a gold coin looking thing, and it actually has a B and a P on it, which stands for battle points. You'll accrue these battle points just by playing the game. You don't really have to do a whole lot. You just need to get in there, play some matches, and you'll start accruing battle points, and you'll just collect them, and I'll show you how to turn those in, and you can get, you know, certain clothing items kind of at random, but you will be able to use those battle points in the game. To the right of that, it looks like a frame there. Mine says level 57. Of course, yours is going to be level 1, and it's just going to be an ordinary frame. We're going to click on that. And this just takes you to kind of like your profile. Starting out, you're just going to be a bunch of numbers. You have to get to at least a level 5 before you can change your name and also add your country flag and things of that nature. But this is just going to kind of give you a little bit of like your profile. The main menu there, achievements, as you go through, you'll start getting achievements. You'll be able to add those in there. Tier overview, you're going to start out on bronze, of course, and as you play and your rating starts going up, you'll start to move up through the tiers, and we can talk about that later. Your statistics, as you get more rounds in, things of that nature, you'll be able to see your statistics, and it kind of breaks everything down. It's pretty neat. Career results, so after you play matches and stuff, you can see kind of where you placed, if it's a solo match, classic match, arcade mode, things of that nature. Just kind of gives you a breakdown of the game that you were playing. We'll go back out of that. Coming on down from there, you'll see crates. We're going to click on that. Now crates, here's where you have to spend some of that in-game currency to get these crates. Now these crates are kind of... it's almost like playing the lottery. You have to spend the in-game money, but then you can get certain things, but, you know, it's kind of at random. It's, you know, a lot of times it's very difficult to get some of these cooler items or mythic items, but there is the lucky crate. That's what we're in right now, and it's to open once, it's 120 UC, or you can open it 10 times for 1,080 UC. Then we have the Premium crates, still going to be the same amount of currency to open up these crates. Then you have classic crates. There's a lot of different things in there that you can check out. The Pubg crate is going to be a little bit less. It's only 30 UC to open once. Open 10 times for 270 UC, and of course, like I said, everything's kind of randomized. And then we come down to the Soldier's Crate. Now, the Soldier's Crate, it's going to actually start off saying open once for 700 BP. I've done it once already, so now it says 1400, because it's going to go up each time that you click on it and try to get some, clothes or shoes, pants, things of that nature. So when you have the BP points, you can come in here to the Soldier's Crate and you can open it, and it's going to give you, okay, look, some cargo pants. Okay, and then of course the price went up to 2800 BP. We'll do it again. Oh, we got some more cargo pants, and it's just going to be randomized, and you're going to get a lot of sunglasses and stuff that you don't really need. But anyways, that's how you spend the BP points to kind of start building your inventory of clothing items, things of that nature, so you can put some clothes on your little human here. We'll go back out of that and go down to the shop. Now the shop is also where you can purchase things for UC cash, like this dinosaur head here, 1200 UC. They have outfits that sometimes you can rent them. It might be 3 days or 7 days, or it'll show you ones that you can only get from crates, like this Yeti suit is only from crates, things of that nature. Firearms, it's going to show you the different gun skins that you could possibly get. A lot of these are going to be like from crates, it says there. That AK is from crates there. Vehicles, a lot of these are just going to be from crates. There's not a lot of vehicle skins that you can actually purchase with UC. Treasures, now here's where you can spend a little bit of UC and you can get some different things. And a lot of these things would have to get into in-depth detail, but since this is just a basic overview, we're not going to really get into much detail. Then you go to redeem, and you can redeem silver fragments for certain things in this area. Now, silver fragments, I have 1,385 there at the top of the screen. You can see the silver fragments. I will show you how that you can get some silver fragments by dismantling some of the outfits and things that you get. If you don't really want them, if you have excess of the same thing, you get like 5 cargo pants, you can dismantle 4 of them and get some silver fragments, and you can start banking those up so you can come in here and redeem them and get some different items in this redeem area. You come down underneath that and you see RP, which stands for Royale Pass. Now, I've bought the Royale Pass now pretty much every season. I just like to buy it because it gives you a lot of different things. If you'll look down here as I scroll backwards in the little purple section, it gives you a lot of different things. In the blue section up above that, that's kind of like the free area. So if you don't buy the Royale Pass, you still get to earn Royale points by doing certain things, certain missions, daily missions, and you'll get some free stuff as you go along. But if you purchase the Royale Pass, you'll be able to get a lot more stuff, and it's really just, you don't have to spend money to play this game, but if you enjoy it, then you can spend a little money on it, and it just makes it that much more fun. You can get some cool gun skins like this little chicken M762, so things of that nature. But under the Royale Pass, you can go to missions. Of course, it gives you like your daily missions. I've already done a few. Challenge missions, if they're in purple, you have to actually have the Royale Pass to complete those, but anything that's not in purple, you can do those missions just by playing classic matches and things of that nature, like get a level 3 helmet in 10 matches. Okay, that type of stuff you just do. You just play a lot of matches, and you'll start getting this stuff without even really having to go in here and look and say, oh gosh, I got to go get 10 helmets. You're just going to jump in and start playing, and you'll start accruing this stuff as you go along. Jumping out of there, underneath that, you'll see some things scrolling like Prime Plus. That's a subscription thing. Definitely wouldn't even waste money on that. But you can click on some things. For $10, you can get this pack that includes, these little skimpy shorts and a shirt and stuff like that. You may or may not want to spend money on that type of stuff. You don't have to. If you go underneath that, there's a little arrow at the bottom right-hand corner. If you click on that, you can also click on tutorial, and it will actually walk you through a tutorial of the game and just some of the functions of the buttons and stuff. I do recommend that you do that when you get a chance. Your settings, there's a lot of different things that go on with settings, and that'll be a whole nother video, but here's your basic settings. You can change things like your crosshair color, aim assist, that's always going to be enabled. You can change your graphics, your controls. You can work on how you control your vehicles, your sensitivity, things you want to pick up, your audio, quick chat, and then of course your interface language. You can select that there. We'll do another in-depth video on settings at a later time. You're going over from there, you'll see a little envelope, and you click on that, and that's gonna, if you ever get any kind of mail or messages from even from PUBG, it'll show up here under system. It'll give you some alerts and notifications. Where the friends tab is, you can send battle points to and from your friends. So you can get battle points, then click on it, and you can claim and gift it back to your friend. And we'll just kind of keep gifting back battle points there, back and forth. And then coming out of there, we'll go over to the clipboard. It has a little red dot above it. The clipboard is where, after you play matches, you're going to come in here, and this is where you collect a lot of the things. Like I said, you don't really have to pay attention and come in here every day and say, oh gosh, okay, I need to open one crate from supplies. I need to rank in the top 10 in squad mode. You just get in there and play, and this stuff will come as you start playing. But when you collect it, you're going to get like stars and experience points, so we can go ahead and collect those for me. All right, activity points and experience points, we'll be collecting those, and then the little crates at the top. All right, we'll collect these crates at the top, and they just give you more battle points. Look, battle points there, 160 battle points, 90 experience points. So you're just going to do that after each match and as you go through the game. Coming over from there, you're going to see rankings and region. You can look at your rankings, and you can also look at the regional rankings. The little trophy cup from there, that's where you can sign up for the crew challenge and go to the esports center. That's a pretty neat tab. You can check that out when you have some time. Coming over from there, you'll see inventory. Now, when you use the battle points to get items of clothes and things of that nature, you come in here to your inventory, and you'll see where it says new, and you can put on your new different outfits and your new different clothes and go through there. Like, now, what I was talking about earlier with the silver fragments, you see that I have two. I'm actually using one, so I have 3 of these shirts. But let's say I want to get rid of some. You see where it says dismantle right underneath where it says Eagle long sleeve t-shirt. You hit dismantle, you hit OK, it gives me 30 silver fragments. And you can do that when you start getting multiples of different items. You can go in there and dismantle them and get their silver fragments. Of course, you have your clothes, you have guns, different gun skins, if you have different gun skins, and you'll start to acquire these as you play the game. Vehicle skins, I have just a few, but you can change them. And when you get a vehicle in the game, it'll put this vehicle skin on the vehicle while you're driving around. The little file looking thing here has the your different parachutes, your emotes, different plane skins if you have them, backpacks if you have them, level 3 helmets if you have them. And you'll, like I said, you'll accrue all this stuff, and you'll know where to access it and put it on your character. Coming over from there is the Armory. Well, the Armory is very important because you can use this Armory to kind of look through the weapons, and it's going to definitely tell you like the power of the weapon, the recoil, range, firing speed, capacity. It's going to tell you what type of bullets it takes, 7.62 for this AK. And it's going to tell you what kind of attachments you can put on it. Different sights you can put on them, different muzzles, different magazines. And you can go through all the guns and try to see which guns are the more powerful guns. And it's just really helpful when you get into the game and you start looting and finding different weapons. You'll start to see what kind of works for you and what kind of weapons that you like to use in the game. Coming over from Armory, you'll see crew. You won't really have to worry about that right now because you probably won't be a part of a crew or anything right now. I am a part of the Chicken Dinner Mafia crews, so these are some crewmates on here. The clan, you won't have to worry about that either, but once you get up in the levels, you can create a clan if you want and invite your friends to be a part of your clan. And it's just a way to kind of get all your friends together and have them all on one clan there. That's pretty neat. If you come over to season in the bottom left hand corner, you click on season. And of course, it's going to tell you your ranking. And like I said, starting out, you're going to be bronze level on pretty much everything. But it'll show you what you are in solo, what you are in duo, what you are in squads. Classic TPP, which is third person perspective, or classic FPP, which is first person perspective. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So that's a good way to check what your ranking is. Coming up from there, you'll see a way that you can share this game via Messenger, SMS, WhatsApp, just to try to share it to your friends to get more people in so that you can play with a lot of your friends. To the right of that is a little smiley face, and those are your emotes. And as you go through, when you start out, you'll have like the wave. You can blow some kisses to people. And as you get through the game, you'll start to gain more and more things. And you can use them in-game. So it's pretty neat. Coming back out of there, you'll go to the next tab up says invite. Now once you start to accrue some friends in the game, you can go to invite and you'll see you'll have friends with a little plus sign. You can hit the plus sign and add them to your little team. You can have a team of 4, that's a full squad, and you can play squad mode with 4 of your friends. But that's how you add them. We'll go back out of there and go up to, this is like your friends list when you have a lot of friends, your Facebook friends. If you connect with Facebook, you'll see if any of your friends on Facebook are playing. You'll have them here. Game friends, as you start to accrue friends in the game, you'll see them here. Of course, the request list is at the bottom. I have a red dot on mine. You can, if you have any friend requests, that's where you'll find them. You can accept or ignore. If you need to add a friend, you go down to add a friend, and if you know their player name or character ID, you can plug it in here and search for them, and you can add them that way. And that's just a good way to add your friends in so that you can play and have fun with a lot of your friends. Coming up from there, you'll see the bullseye. I'm not going to click on it just yet because the bullseye will actually take you to the gun range. This is where you can work on your sensitivity settings, get used to shooting a lot of the different guns and kind of figuring out their recoil patterns. It's very useful, very helpful. We'll get into that in another video, but definitely need to check that out. The little house to the right, you're not going to be able to use that just yet, but if you have house cards or custom room cards is actually what they are, you can create a custom room that where you can bring your friends in and you can play with just your friends, and it's pretty fun if you can get a lot of people in there and have a fun little custom room there. Coming up from that, you'll see where it says Classic FPP on mine, North America. We're going to click on that. All right, this is where you will have all your maps, and of course the only map you'll have is the Erangel map, which is the very first map, and you'll have to download all the other maps, Miramar, Sandhawk, and Vikendi. You'll have to download those once you get into the game here, but after you get the maps downloaded, if you go to the very top, you see where it says third person. You click on that. Third person perspective is going to be kind of what you see here. It's going to be you kind of seeing your character play. This is the third person perspective. It's a very fun mode to play. You can kind of get a little bit of an advantage with third person peeking. We'll talk about that in another video, but it's just kind of a way to look around walls, look around doors without actually having to put yourself out there. Then the first person perspective, of course, that's going to be what you see here. And it's just where you can just see your gun out in front of you, your hands, and it kind of gives you a better perspective of the playing field. To me, I can see things better. Sometimes it is a little irritating trying to jump through windows or go through doors because, you know, it's that first-person perspective. But if you're good at first-person shooter games, then this might be the mode for you. So definitely, you know, check out the first-person perspective. Under first-person perspective, though, you'll see where it says arcade is locked. It will not let you play arcade mode in the first-person perspective. You have to be in the third-person perspective. I'm going to put it back on third person just for now. In the bottom, you see where it says team. You have solo, duo, and squads. Okay, those are the 3 modes that you can play. You can play by yourself, with a friend or teammate, and then you can play with a full squad. You don't have to have any friends to play these modes. You can play with random people. It will match you by your language. So you can select any of those, and you can jump right in and play with a full squad or play duos. It's just going to be somebody that you don't know. It's just going to match you with somebody randomly. In the upper right where it says North America, now this is important. This is going to be your ping, okay? And I play on North America because I'm here in the United States. Depending on where you're at, your ping is going to be different. The ping is the green, where it says 67, 68 milliseconds. The higher the ping, the worse lag that you're going to have. The game's going to be really glitchy. So you want to try to get on the lowest ping server that you can. These are the different servers that you're going to play on. So you definitely want to make sure that when you're selecting a map and jumping into a match, you want to make sure that your ping is the lowest it can be. Okay? Alright, and that pretty much takes us all the way around the home screen. And of course you have the start button, which will start your match and get you in there to play and start looting and just enjoying the game and figuring things out. But that's pretty much the home screen. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please give me a like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you can get the most up-to-date content for PUBG Mobile. And until the next episode of the Noob Academy, I hope you all well and have fun in the game.